Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 301 for the 1st of June, 2025. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
We should, see in the summer months, we should change this to the name of the podcast to But Mom, It's Still Outside. It's Still Light Outside podcast.
Still light outside.
Aye.
Yeah.
We should got that right instead of screwing it up. Never mind.
Yeah, well,
It's only we'll come in again. We'll start again.
We'll edit that bit out.
Exactly. Yeah, it's fine. Nobody's watching. It's fine. So how are you?
Let's dance like nobody's watching.
That's right.
That's how we should start every podcast.
That's right. We should. Yeah.
Well, listen. There's people listen. People listen to this show. They don't.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We keep thinking about going live on YouTube, but
podcast
later on. And of course, you can actually listen live as well because we're out on YouTube. And if you've got a YouTube Premium, which some people do, you can listen without the video.
We're on the Spotify's. We don't really advertise any of that. Yeah.
Not really, no. But I mean, we've got an RSS feed as well. If anyone remembers what those are, that's the thing that they used to drive the internet. Yeah, really simple syndication. That was a great idea.
Is that what that stands for?
Yeah, but that's what podcasts are built on. That's how we build this podcast. I've got a little script that writes out an RSS XML file.
Yeah, but one thing you forget. All I do is turn up. Don't tell me anything technical. I just turn up.
All of this is basically just 100 scripts that I run. That's that's how this podcast runs. So how are you? How was your week?
Are we AI? Is that what you're saying?
We are AI. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good week. Nicely paced week, and we had a nice wee afternoon lunch today in air, so that was pleasant. In between the showers. Yourself?
Did you have a
nice time? Oh, not the town, and outskirts of there.
Yeah, I was actually in the Tudum yesterday. I was meeting an old friend, and we had a few beers, a couple of sherbets
in Glasgow.
In Glasgow, yeah. It was
nice.
a pub in Waterloo Street. It was there's like 3 pubs in Waterloo Street.
All right.
But it was the Rombadou or something it was called.
Oh yeah.
Really nice pub. It was like an old man's pub.
Yep.
But yeah, I was in there, had a couple of beers.
Ah, nice one.
Shared some stories. So I hadn't seen him for ages, and I was just one of those. I hadn't been for a beer with him in about 20 years or something, I think. And it was just. We talked, over email and stuff, but just never managed to line up because he was obviously here and I was back in Canada. Yeah. Actually, it was funny because he got in contact with me last year. It's taken us till last year to have a beer. That's how our calendars don't line up. But he contacted me and said, "Hey, I'm going to be in Toronto in September.
No way.
Do you want to get together?" And I was like, "Actually, I will be in Scotland." So yeah, so it's taken us to March to get everything organised. So
nice one.
We've organised something for later on. So
nice one, great.
Meet up with them later.
Always good to catch up, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. But it was amazing because it's like it's those the true friendships where it doesn't feel like X number of years has passed, and you're just talking about old times and stuff. It's good.
So that's good.
Yeah, but it was lovely seeing him again. Should we talk about the tea?
Yes.
And the tea is Netflix Tudum. Today. Do you know what the Tudum is?
I do. Is it how? No, it's House of Cards.
It is House of Cards. It is Frank's ring that he does when he taps the desk. He does Tudum on the desk, and
I bet they regret that.
I bet they do.
I'm surprised they never changed that because of the old Kevin Spacey situation.
I think. Maybe, but it's become so like that. Tudum has become so synonymous. It's like the 20th Century Fox jingle.
Yeah. I suppose that's
fanfare, I
all,
should say. It's not
all
jingle,
forgotten.
fanfare.
I suppose that's been forgotten about as well. The fact that that's where it comes from.
He still maintains his innocence, and he's never been proven guilty in court. So,
well, he's a very arrogant man. If you ever see him, talking about these things.
Yeah, maybe. But he's survived so many court cases from it, and he says he's innocent. So
yeah, I know.
He says it's just a misunderstanding.
Just a misunderstanding, all that touchy-feely stuff.
There must be some kind of mistake, he said.
Yeah.
Apparently he was left in the rain for hours, and people were late. I don't know, something like
that. Yeah, well, the jury's out.
Well, it is. They came back and said he wasn't. Anyway, I'm not going to.
Let's not dwell on it. But,
let's not dwell on why. But Tudum isn't that reason. Yeah. But anyway, they have this. They bought a cinema. I can't remember what it's called, but they bought a cinema in Hollywood. Netflix to do all the premieres.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask? Did you watch it? I did watch the first bit. Holy moly!
I didn't.
What a fiasco!
Oh really? Go on. Your report.
Well,
I was out this afternoon. That's why.
Do they always do that and have it as a big show like that?
Well, have it as a fiasco. I doubt it.
Oh, not a fiasco. I don't mean a fiasco, but like a really big, extravagant event.
Yeah.
Is it always like that? I've never watched it before.
No.
I thought they just did half an hour of trailers kind of thing. I didn't realise it was like a big event.
No, it's like red carpet. Yeah, no, they wheel them in.
I mean, there's a lot of fluff in it, but by God, the actors turn up to it.
Yeah,
Josh Brolin was there.
They're contractually obliged to attend, Jodie.
Daniel Craig, well, maybe, but still.
Well, he's in Knives Out though.
Matt Damon.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, looking as cheery as ever. Jeez, man, that guy needs to cheer up. Even when he's having a good time, he looks unhappy. Oh, it's quite. I always get the feeling he's quite an angry guy. Did you ever see the clips with him and J-Lo? And he's like, he's with J-Lo, beautiful looking woman, seems lovely, and he's like, putting her into a car like that, slamming the door. What could she have possibly done? That poor woman,
Have you heard Matt Damon? Not Matt Damon. Have you heard? You can barely speak English. Have you heard Ben Affleck speaking Spanish? Matt Damon. Have you heard Ben Affleck speaking Spanish?
No.
Fluent is a small amount of his talent. He's really good.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I think he's I really think he's a really good actor.
He's the best Batman since Keaton.
He's a fantastic Batman. Great director as well. Yeah. Writer. He ticks the boxes.
Bon vivant. Apparently, he's a great Somali as well.
Great kisser. Apparently.
And he can slam the hell out of a car door.
I can slam a car door like nobody's business.
That's right. He's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best. He's the best in the game.
Slamming car doors.
Aye, sorry. So, and for some reason, I did not realise this was like a big event thing.
Aye.
I've always ever just looked at the trailers. And I didn't realise this. Anyway, right, okay.
Look at the shiny trailers.
So they've hired out this big theatre.
Well, they own the theatre. That's the thing. I can't find the name of the theatre.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
Netflix movie.
Imagine it's called the Tudum Theatre.
I think it might be called Tudum Theatre.
Never.
LA's Egyptian Theatre reopening. There you go. That's the one. Of course, because I use Microsoft Edge for my production requirements because it does something nice with the URLs. I won't go into it. But it means that anytime I open a blank thing and start typing things in, it goes to Bing search, which is the worst search engine in the world.
Awful.
Anyway, so it's called the Egyptian Theatre, but they own it. Yeah, so it's a red carpet event, and and they're
It
all
sure
there.
is. Yeah.
Lady
Sure
Gaga was there. She was there with Jenny Ortega, which means that she's been confirmed that she's going to be a guest star on the upcoming season on Wednesday. Of Wednesday, not on Wednesday. You never watched Wednesday though, did you?
I started watching it. I mean, I'm a massive Tim Burton fan, as you know. But I couldn't quite get into it. It was just that little bit too teenagery for me. And you've obviously got a daughter that watches things like that, so you can watch it with her. I don't really have that option. So
I didn't watch it with her, by the way.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
No, I watched with Anna Marie. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Right, okay.
Yeah, she likes it because it's like a murder mystery type thing, and Anna Marie likes murder mystery.
Yeah. So. I mean, it's obviously well made, and Jenna Ortega's great. Tim Burton's fantastic.
The
supporting
cast
Morticia. Kathleen
Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones is perfect as Morticia.
Yeah. And Luis Guzman as Gomez.
Yeah,
just perfect casting.
When you see the animated series, you're like, perfect.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be Latino. He's not supposed to be, a tall white dude. I mean, Raul Julia, for God's sake, he was perfect as well.
He was, absolutely. Those movies are fantastic.
The Addams Family Values movie is. We watch that every single Halloween.
It's absolutely perfect. Brilliant. Joan Cusack.
She plays.
Uncle Fester's love interest.
Wife. Yeah,
she's
Debbie.
Brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant in it. The babysitter. Oh my God, she's so good at it.
Do I look like a Malibu Barbie?
Yeah. Brilliant.
Fantastic. So good. So they appeared together, Lady Gaga and Jenny Ortega. Lady Gaga, by the way, is a great actress. I don't care what anyone says. I think she's really good.
I think the people that kind of criticize her are the people that work with her because she's a bit too method.
Oh, is she? Okay.
I think that's the problem.
I mean, I always like my favorite one is Laurence Olivier saying that to Dustin Hoffman, because he apparently spent all night up, so he looked like crap in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And Laurence Olivier said, "Have you tried acting, my boy?"
No, it wasn't that. It was he had to
remove all his teeth.
He'd been running.
So he went running.
He was like sweating, and that's when he said that. Yeah.
He said, "Have you tried acting, my boy?"
What will we do here? Are we going to do a rundown of what was announced, or what
I think so. So there's an article from Mashable that goes through the list of things. So what I could do, I can put it up on. I can put it on the screen. You want to put it on the screen?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Do you want to call the chief inspector? Do you want me to call the chief inspector now? Do you want to do that, Kenneth?
Kenneth.
The trouble is, Nicholas, you're making us all look bad.
Is that Hot Fuzz? What is it?
It is, yeah.
Is it? Right.
Bill Nye, man. So good. It's the end of Stranger Things. Stranger Things is over. Season 5. So Millie Bobby Brown is she's married. I'm assuming at some point she will have a child. She's very old, the same as all the other kids that are in it. I just don't know that film rule.
I just feel as if this is
they're all
never coming out.
Mortgages.
I mean, they must be in their 20s now.
They can all drive cars. They don't need BMXs.
So she's married to John Bon Jovi's son. So she must be Millie Bobby Brown Giovanni.
But
Millie Bobby.
I think she
Giovanni.
is. Yeah.
Millie
I don't know if she's dropped the Brown part of it. I think she's because Millie
Bobby Giovanni.
Millie Bobby is her name, and Brown is her surname.
So she's just Millie Bobby now. She's
Millie Bobby Giovanni. Don't know.
That rolls off the tongue pretty well, actually.
Aye, that's pretty good.
Aye.
Anyway,
so yeah, right.
They're older and they have mortgages now, and they're not kids. So, but we're pretending they're kids.
Mm-hmm.
This is like Baby Billy being Teen Jesus. If anyone gets that reference, we'll talk about it later on.
Yeah.
In the Righteous Gemstones, this is where we get shouted at by Netflix. So I haven't actually watched this trailer.
Well,
but,
I've not watched it either, but I do know that they're releasing these in 3 parts, I think, over a period of time. So they're like doing it. I can't exactly remember what the dates are, but I know that they're kind of releasing one kind of summertime, then we've got to wait till Christmas, and then kind of New Year or something like that.
They'll be picking up a pension by the time this thing's
That's
over.
so we're getting it. So yeah.
So this is going to be
August, October.
So this would be October, November time, then fall.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Poor Billy.
Yeah. I loved the last season. I thought it was the best season.
Yeah.
Last one.
So
absolutely.
I remember them picking up and they were like at the gates of hell. So I mean, like, so November 26th. There you go.
There you go. Volume 2 is going to be Christmas time.
Volume 2 is Christmas, and then the finale is New Year's Eve.
New Year's. Yeah, there you go. So we're getting three episodes to finish the whole thing.
3 tranches of it.
What's that? 3 what?
I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. Three lots of episodes. I don't think it's like because there was also talk as well where like they were talking about we can make these episodes as long as we want, like 5 hours, 6 hours. I'm like, dude, if you make it 6 hours long.
I'm wondering if it's going to be like, a movie, like a 2-hour thing, a 2-hour thing, a 2-hour thing. Instead of, I just feel as if this is production for forever,
I know. Because when did Stranger Things 4 come out?
Must have been about 2-3 years ago. Feels like 3 years ago.
So
2022.
I know I keep picking on Millie Bobby Brown, but that's because she's the one that's been busy. She's been the one that's been doing things. I mean, she did Enola Holmes.
She's been
the Ghostbusters, actually.
He did Ghostbusters.
He did Ghostbusters. Two Ghostbusters films.
And a couple other bits.
But again, he's not the main character in Ghostbusters. It's his sister, and that's the main character. So he's only in it briefly.
Yeah, Dustin, he's done some sort of prank show. Remember? Did you watch any of that? He did a prank show, and
I no.
Can't seen any of the others since then.
No. So the original release date for season 4 was May to July 2022. So it's been 3 years since this is the thing is like when we had TV now. Arguably, TV has got worse. The actual production of TV has got worse because we're getting less episodes and we've got to wait longer between seasons. It used to be you would get 20, and I love this show, so again, I'm not picking on it. CSI, the original one, the one with the guy from Manhunter.
That
guy. And George Eads and all that, and Sadie, whatever her name is. You get 26 episodes of that in 1 year, and then you waited summer and you got another 26 episodes one after. Like, why are we now like, oh my god, 8 episodes are coming in 4 years' time for like, why do we have to wait so long for things these days?
I think
so few episodes.
I think budgets are bigger. Things look better than they used to. I think, I'll be honest with you, I'm put off with 26. If I see 26 episodes in a season, I'm put off because I'm thinking loads of filler, and I don't want that. I want lean cut TV shows. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I want to see lean
I get it. I understand there's filler episodes and things like that, but at the same time, there's also some crackers in there, and people can like cut their teeth on these kind of episodes. Then they go on to do better jobs in feature films. Like, are you making miniseries, or are you making like movies, or are you making TV shows? Because if you're making TV shows, it's episodic every week.
I think though, Stranger Things is walking a thin line between movie and TV. There's very much a grey area with them because it's very cinematic looking. The budget's very cinematic, and I think they might go down that route with these last kind of 3 big episodes. 3 blockbuster episodes.
Bombastic. Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully they'll land because it deserves to have a good landing at the end to end it off.
Yeah, and I hope they don't do the cop out thing where it pans across an empty field, and you see like dust or something coming up out of a crater or something. You're like, for the love of, like they're gonna milk this thing until exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Don't tease it. Just end it. Yeah.
Just end it. If you're gonna end it, end it.
There's Mr. Ramsey. Evening, chaps. Hope you're all. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, hope you are too. Nice one.
Nice to see you again. It's been a while. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Have we spoken to this year? I don't know if we've spoken to you this year.
For that. Come on.
Oh, is that all right? Okay. Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Anyway, so November 26th, Christmas December 25th, and New Year's Eve December 31st. So the finale is going to be on my birthday. Who's watching it? Who's watching that episode on December 31st? Most people will be in, I don't know, name your city centre.
In Scotland, not many people, that's for sure.
No. And who's going to remember it as well? So, I mean, I probably won't be watching it on December 31st.
No.
So
I'll watch it in the first.
Aye. Knives Out, date announcement.
Yes.
So this is the third movie from Rian Johnson. This is Ryan going back to his earlier work, Brick. Do you remember Brick?
I do remember. That was his first film, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was a good movie. Film noir. Set in a sort of like not teens, but kind of late teens.
He's basically pretending. I saw an interview and he's pretending that he's not interested. Well, not that he's not interested in Star Wars anymore, but he's like, I'm really going down this rabbit hole of murder mystery now. So I'm not interested in Star Wars. Yeah, right. And thank God, by the way, you're not getting near it again.
Yeah.
Do you think Daniel Craig looks as if he's got too much hair in this? He's got a fine head of hair anyway, but there's something weird about his hair.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there that week. So we've got Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner. Yay, Jeremy!
Yeah, he's looking well as well. Yeah.
Good for him. Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Mr. Ripley himself.
Good.
Kaylee Spaney. I don't know who that is. Daryl McCormick. And Thomas Hayden Church, he's coming back. That's good.
Who's he again?
Do you remember the bad guy in George of the Jungle?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's him. He was actually really good. He was a good actor, and he just kind of like fell off a cliff. I hope he didn't. I'm just saying that his career just kind of disappeared.
He's certainly recovered, I've heard.
Figuratively fell off a cliff rather than literally fell off a cliff. Anyway, do you know what Wake Up Dead Man is from?
A Radiohead song, I think.
Oh, Jodie.
Is it not?
It's you two.
Oh, God, I knew it was one of them.
Wake Up Dead Man. So Ninth Out cometh Thuneth, and it is going to tell us when it's going to tell us. Does it already tell us? Does it tell us? It doesn't tell us. It says date announcement and it doesn't tell us what the date is.
Was it not saying right at the end? Anyway, it's coming soon.
It doesn't tell us. Anyway, it's coming soon. Looking forward to it. I liked the second one. The first one was a bit meh.
I thought the first one was overrated. The second one was good though. I liked the second one. Definitely.
That was Glass Onion, which is also the name of another song. It's a Beatles song.
Yes, correct.
Squid Game, anyone? This feels that season 3 feels like a cop out because I feel like we only got half a season, and this feels like
it's definitely split, isn't it?
Yeah, 2.5 more than 3, but I'm up for it because I really, really liked season 2.
It's great.
I thought it was really, really well done.
I quite like the fact that they did that with Stranger Things as well. Remember, they kind of split the season. I kind of quite like it. I think we need some sort of suspense these days. We get a lot, on a plate for us. With streaming, you can blast all these shows and things, but it's nice to have a bit of suspense till the next kind of lot of episodes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this as well. Yeah, definitely. I love the way it ended the second season.
Yeah.
Or the kind of, kept
the revolution that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The uprise. Yeah.
That's really good. The uprising, yeah. Do you know it's based on a true story where there was this guy had built this underground maze thing in Korea?
What?
Let me show you.
Thank you.
Where is it? Real Squid Game.
But it's the strangest things are true.
Brothers Home Korea. Where is it?
Final season. Final season. So it's 3 and done. All right.
Okay. Yep.
I suppose they can't stretch it out too much. That'd be kind of going too far. Stretching it out.
Yeah.
I mean, they all turned up at the Tudum as well in the theatre. So they did.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
In the jumpsuits?
Well, they did some big song and dance routine with some rapper. Don't know who it was. And then.
Oh, was it Thanos?
Was he a rapper?
He's the guy that gets killed in season 2.
I don't keep up with the rapidy stuff. No, it was a proper rapper guy. Was it? He was there though. That guy, that actor.
Oh, was he?
There. Yep.
He brought dishonor, and that's why he ended up doing Squid Game for nothing because his pal got him a gig. I can't find it now because all I find now is Mr. Beast's Squid Game, which is really annoying. But there used to be an underground, so anyone looks for it. There was like an underground facility that looked remarkably like Squid Game.
You'll just need to believe Sloan.
That's right.
It's true.
I am telling you right now.
It's true.
That Squid Game over there. So anyway, June 27th, third and final installment of Squid Games.
Yeah.
Come on, 4, 5, 6. So there's this thing here, which is Chopper. Yeah. What is Chopper?
Is this not it's one part of One Piece? Is a character in One Piece, a new character?
Oh, okay. So this is season 2, apparently.
Season 2 of One Piece, yeah.
I never watched One Piece. Was it any good?
I started watching it, but it was a bit too far out for me. It's a kind of anime, a live action version of an anime, and the anime was a bit far out, and the live action's very true to the anime. Right. So this is like a wee, I don't know. It must be a character in the cartoon. Don't know. It looks like a bit of a kind of let's get a cutesy character in though, but if he's part of the original thing, fair enough, I suppose. He's wearing an Oxocube hat. Seen that one?
I've seen that, yeah. Does he have like two friends with O's on either side that he stands beside?
Or a Britain's Got Talent hat.
Aye. And he just goes like Simon Cowell, just hits him in the head like that.
Jamiroquai. Cross between Jamiroquai and Britain's Got Talent hat. And Oxo.
Virtual insanity. Yeah.
Without the O's.
So I take it he's a baby reindeer with a red hat with an X on it.
I don't know what the hell he is.
I don't know.
Nothing makes sense.
Anyway, 2026, we've got to wait for that to come out.
Yeah, can't wait.
This voiced by Michaela Hoover, who's Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to this.
Sam's got a funny story about this. So she was at uni in Edinburgh, and she was wondering.
They filmed some of this.
Why is it so old timey here? And she thought, oh, that's weird. Maybe they're doing a commercial and she walked away. Of course, she is a massive Mia Goth fan. And had she waited...
No. You're joking.
No. Apparently she was filming scenes that day.
Oh, no. Because they filmed loads there.
Aye,
they filmed
and
stuff up in
Necropolis.
Aye, and they also filmed stuff in Aberdeen, I think, as well. Yeah, around about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mia Goth in this is great.
Oscar Isaac as well.
Oscar, yep, and it's a Guillermo del Toro, or as
Willie
we call him, Willie the Bull.
Willie the Bull. And so Christoph Waltz is in this as well, isn't he?
Christoph is in it. Yep.
He's director of Pan's Labyrinth. Does he need an introduction?
No, the man's a legend.
No. Surprised they never put Hellboy, director of Hellboy.
Well, so much actually. I am surprised this is coming straight to Netflix. I thought this was a movie, this is that's a big deal. From
you thought this was a real movie and not content.
Well, it is, but I'm a big fan, so yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to be in the Egyptian theatre, so that they can get it for an Oscar, not Oscar Isaac, an actual Oscar, a statuette Oscar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might have a limited release or something.
Yeah.
Has it got to be like 2 weeks or something in theatres? Or some sort of stipulation, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm actually
for it to
surprised.
Be valid.
So, do you remember Universal Studios sued Nintendo for Donkey Kong because they said they had the rights to King Kong, and then it turned out that Universal Studios sued RKO Pictures to get the rights of King Kong, and so they argued at the time it was public domain.
Yeah.
And so therefore the Nintendo guy was like, well, Your Honor, if they say it's public domain, who are we to disagree? And the judge threw it out. And that's why Mario is called Mario, because the lawyer was called Mario. There you go. Fun fact.
Trivia guys. Come on, guys.
Exactly. But here's the thing, though, is the Dark Universe that Universal was trying to kickstart also features the Wolfman and Frankenstein.
Yep.
And I'm wondering how, what's the copyright on this? Like, why is Netflix getting to do a Frankenstein? Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein.
I was wanting to watch that this weekend, actually.
Werewolves. There. What? Werewolves. You said werewolves. There.
Young Frankenstein. But if it can top Young Frankenstein, it'll be doing well.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Farrell Brooker.
Marty Phil.
Yeah.
Walk this way. If you know, you know.
Pardon Pardon me, boy. Is that the Transylvania Choo-Choo?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
All the classics.
Super Trooper. So Netflix has dropped the first trailer for Academy Award winner Guillermo del Toro's anticipated Frankenstein adaptation of Mary Shelley's classic. Apparently, it's been his lifelong passion project. So wasn't he Pinocchio?
That's what he said. Did you say that for that as well?
I did say that, yeah. And Pan's Labyrinth and Hellboy, but it's fine. Okay.
Well,
he's obviously got a lot of passion projects.
Dracula get taken by what do you call him?
Your man.
Nosferatu, you know.
Oh yeah.
Robert Eggers.
Eggers.
Yeah. Great director. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's really good, yeah. This makes me so happy.
Oh, I can only imagine.
How happy? Happy Gilmore happy.
I think a lot of people will be happy about this, actually.
Yeah, a lot of people are happy about this. It's a beloved film. I watched this. I was going to Florida for the first time ever, and this was on the plane, and I did not laugh at it one bit. I didn't understand it.
The first one, you mean? Not this one.
First one. Yeah, not this one. No, I didn't understand it at all. Yeah. So this is the sequel. The whole thing is that he's that's Vicky Valentine, I think is the character's name, but because they're all called V in his movies, the love interest. Anyway, so Happy, his favorite player is a guy called Terry O'Reilly who played for the Boston Bruins, and that's why he wears a Boston Bruins top to sort of honor his idol. But anyway, well, I don't know why I mean, nostalgia because money. I don't know.
He's done a couple of. He's done Grown Ups. He's done a sequel to that. He's done a sequel to this.
Yeah.
Pixels. Where's our Pixels sequel? Come on.
Where's Pixels sequel? I know, exactly. Make that.
That's what we want. That's what the kids want.
Yeah. I want a Pixels sequel.
The 50-year-old guys want.
Yeah, I want a Pixels. Guess what we want. I mean, I'll watch it. It's on. This is obviously part of his Netflix deal that he's doing, and at this point, all he's doing is just employing his friends, which is a noble thing to do, and I have no problem with that. But let's just call it what it is. It's just, hey guys, I'm making a movie. Who wants to be in it? Who's available? And
can we take a small break?
Yes, let's take a small break.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a wee second, guys.
2 seconds. Sorry, guys.
And it's out on the July 25th. Not long.
Nice.
Next month, in fact. Next month.
Nice.
And then there's do they have it here? Yeah, here we go. So let me just pause this for a sec. So I need to set this up. So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are in a crime thriller called The Rip.
Yep.
And it's going to be released in 2026. However, to celebrate that and also them getting the rights to Sesame Street, they did a wee skit. And
not Matt Damon getting the rights to Sesame Street.
No, Netflix getting the rights to Sesame Street.
Netflix,
yeah. So they decided to combine the two. And
makes sense.
This is them.
Makes complete sense.
This is them arresting Cookie Monster.
Yeah. I think Matt Damon's still in his Christopher Nolan movie garb. He's
filming.
Well, he's filming The Odyssey, isn't he?
Oh, right, okay.
He's
That would explain the beard.
He's
Yeah.
a bit ripped.
He's got the
underneath
same haircut.
And
See, Matt Damon and I go to the same barber.
Oh yeah, so you do. There you go.
Maybe his is a wig as well.
Look at so Ben Affleck just never looks happy. That guy, man. Cheer up. Yeah.
Think of all those millions.
Yeah. Doing what he loves.
You know, I hope this is this is them. I hope this is them whipping up their Boston accents, because I haven't watched it, but I love it when they do their Boston accents.
Well, I watched the trailer, and it looks as if it might be pretty good.
Is it a comedy?
It looks as if it was kind of. No, I don't think it's a comedy, but it was a kind of amusing bit.
Yeah.
This I don't know if it was a clip or a trailer, but anyway, it was like 5 police turn up at this woman's, as if it was like heavy-handed kind of deal.
Nice. Okay,
kind of amusing.
Cool. Yeah. And that's it. That's all that was announced.
Well, of interest. I mean, there was other kind of fluffy stuff, but we're not going to get into that.
No.
It's the stuff we're interested in.
What we should talk about is Mark Hamill was introduced and was interviewed, and he said that under no circumstances is he going to be involved in Star Wars moving forward. He's done with the character of Luke. It's all over for him.
Aye. This is not on the Netflix thing. This is separate. They're talking about this new Jedi Order or whatever movie.
Yeah,
and
which is stalled.
Yeah, exactly. It might not have needed to announce that he's not going to be in it because it might not happen. But I'm not surprised. Did you watch the documentary that was attached to The Last Jedi?
I don't.
Because you should watch that.
I think I did.
I think it's
behind the scenes with Ryan and his producer, isn't it?
Yes, but it's all about. It's pretty much all about. Well, it's about the making of it, but a lot of it is about Mark Hamill disagree. He says he fundamentally disagrees the direction of Luke Skywalker's character, and I think that's completely tarnished his experience of playing Luke Skywalker. Like that.
I mean, you could also read it into the fact that he's turned up at Lucasfilm, and Kathleen said, "We don't need you, Mark." And he's like, "That's fine. I'm done. I'm done with the character. I don't need to do the character anymore."
Maybe.
I mean, it could just be the fact he's not been asked back as well.
I think it's more likely, though, that even if he was to be asked back, he wouldn't do it.
Probably, yeah.
Squirting blue milk from a big giant teat. Chucking his lightsaber behind him.
I mean,
I just find it. You know how I feel about it.
I know. But I mean, I actually liked the line in The Last Jedi. I think it was The Last Jedi where Kylo Ren says, "Let the past die." Because I think it's the only way forward for Star Wars is to let other things take over.
Fair enough, but don't disrespect the history and the lore.
I'm not talking about disrespecting and that and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the only way for Star Wars to move forward is to stop having Skywalker attached to it. Like, just stop it. Like, because it doesn't mean anything to the next generation who will be beloved of these characters. Like, for hundreds of millions of people, the Star Wars characters are Padme and Anakin. And for another bunch, it's Rey and Poe and Finn. And then for another bunch, it's Luke, Leia, and Han. And that's fine. That's that generation's Star Wars. So stop trying to crowbar in other characters. That's why I don't really like when they do "Hey, look, kids, it's Krennic."
Crowbarring characters that were in the original movies.
No, I'm saying that when they do put characters in, like, there was no need for them to put in the legacy characters in the sequels.
There was no plan.
Fan service.
There was no plan.
There was no plan.
The Luke, Han, and Leia were all alive at the time. They could have had them all in they could have had them all on screen at once, but
they could have had them. Yeah, they could have had them all in a convalescence home or something with that weird alien that Clea pulls up to the.
Yeah, I quite liked the idea and the mystery in the first Force Awakens movie of Luke, but then they should have brought him back as the hero and kind of thing. And even at the end, the third movie, that's where he should have died, and that's where it should have been the Baton should have been right.
But again, you're saying bring him back as the, but that's one of the things I didn't like about the Ghostbusters movie was the fact that if you're gonna have these characters be the characters, don't let the other characters come in, take over, and do the thing for them. Because at the end, it was the original Ghostbusters
that Afterlife,
the bad guy. Yeah, Afterlife. That come in and defeat the bad guy.
You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Have you seen the sequel to Afterlife?
The sequel, yeah. Yeah, Frozen Empire. I thought
that was an absolutely terrible film.
I thought it was alright.
I enjoyed Afterlife, but I did not enjoy Frozen Empire. I thought it was absolutely crap.
But I don't agree with that. Like the whole point of bringing in legacy characters is to mentor the junior characters and then let the junior characters grow and then become the franchise characters. That's the whole point.
I don't know what Andrew's
I don't know. But that's the thing is like I don't think the legacy characters should be the main thrust of the story.
Maybe
the main thrust of the story should be the younger generation because it's their time. It's their show.
But you can't argue they handled it badly. The sequel trilogy.
No, I can't. No, it was terrible. It was just absolutely no plan, no nothing. No. The middle story made no sense in the overall arc of the story. And then there was a whole lot of patchwork stuff, and even the stuff at the end with the Ren, the Knights of Ren, and the Dyad, and all that kind of stuff. Like that just felt like hastily written fan fiction to me. To me,
yeah, definitely. To me too. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I'm not surprised that Mark Hamill does not want to be in it.
Yeah,
as a Force Ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Ghost after all.
Exactly.
Which could be tricky actually, because would Rey see? She would, wouldn't she? Because she saw him in the third one as a Force Ghost. So,
Then he was having a conversation with Yoda by himself as Force Ghost.
Of sorts.
Yeah. Talking of people who don't want anything to do with a beloved franchise, I'm going to spoil Doctor Who for you and everybody else because it happened yesterday and millions of people have seen it. Oh, have you? Okay.
I know that.
So
I'm saying it. I know what's happened because it's been spoiled everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. As a surprise to no one, Ncuti Gatwa has regenerated out of Doctor Who and is now no longer Doctor Who. I think they regenerated the wrong one.
That was quick.
I think they should have regenerated RTD. That's what I think. Keep him as the Doctor and get rid of the writer. That you got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
It's not Ncuti's fault. We've only seen him in 15 episodes. He's been in 18. Sorry, there's been 18 episodes of the new Doctor Who. He's been in 15 of them, like as the main character in his own bloody show. I thought he was good. I thought he handled it really well. I love that manic energy he's got. The scripts were just awful. It's not his fault. And I've no idea what, like, I don't want to get into too much into it, but that whole ending thing with the whole, if they mentioned Poppy one more time, I swear to God, if there was a drinking game where every time they mentioned Poppy, you take a shot, you'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like, it was just utter garbage and it meant nothing. It was nonsensical. It was the worst episode of Doctor Who I've ever seen. And there's a guy that does, he's really good. He's a TikTok. I don't know what his name is, but he talks about media literacy and things like that. And at the start of the season, he said, I don't care what anyone says. This is going to be the finest season of Doctor Who ever. And so he showed it last night. He cut that last night and it cut to him. And he said, what the hell was that I just watched? Even he, who is very level-headed and sort of tries to, like, guys, what's actually happening? And, like, tries to explain it before people start getting all ragey. He's like, I don't know what was that?
Is it Disney? Is it the medley?
No, I think it's Russell T Davies. Like the whole thing about the right. Here's I'll give you. Here's a thing.
He's a great writer.
Right?
Oh, by the way, just before you say anything, you've got the perfect opportunity. Years and Years is on Netflix now. Russell T Davies, brilliant. Watch it.
Okay, right. So, they've teased this all the way through this season. They've kept showing like pictures of Susan, who is the Doctor's granddaughter, right? And then there's a bit of dialogue, and they go to this. They go to the Rani's apartment spaceship thing. I don't know what the hell it is.
I've not been watching it, so I don't know who it is.
So, well, you know who the Rani is. She was played by Kate O'Mara back in the 70s and the 80s.
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's a rebel Time Lord, and she's a bit of a nasty piece of work.
I remember she was in it. Yeah.
She was a geneticist. Anyhow, so they have this discussion, and then the Doctor turns to Belinda and says, "You bitch said heresy."
I know. I touched something.
All right, okay. You touched the screen like that. One of those fancy touchscreen things.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
And he turns to Belinda and says, "Oh, we can't have children." You've been talking about Susan this whole the show's been like talking about Susan the whole time, which by the way came to nothing, like everything else in Doctor Who recently, where they go like, Susan, Susan, and then nothing happens. And it was the whole same thing in the previous season. Ruby's mum, and it was like nothing happened to it. It's just it's a nothingness.
Let's cut to the chase here.
It was garbage.
Why the hell did Doctor Who Suki, whatever his name is, Ncuti, regenerate into Billie Piper?
I wasn't even getting to. I haven't even got to that bit. So that's another thing as well, is that there's a whole conspiracy theory now about that. Is the fact that it's when Jodie Whittaker appeared at the end of the episode as well for some reason.
Right.
Wearing a wig, by the way, which was fairly obvious it was a wig. But so the whole regeneration into Billie Piper at the very end, when it's Doctor Who, it always says featuring Ncuti Gatwa as Doctor Who and introducing, and then whoever the next person is as Doctor Who. It didn't say that. It said and introducing Billie Piper. It didn't say as Doctor Who. Normally it says introducing Billie Piper as Doctor Who. It was like introducing David Tennant as Doctor Who, Matt Smith as Doctor Who.
To me, that's an ultimate sort of fan service. Oh, Rose is back. Well,
here's the thing. So, the first female Doctor gets regenerated into a beloved franchise character. The first Black Doctor gets regenerated into a beloved franchise character.
Yep.
I mean, it's not a great message to send, to be honest.
No.
But way beyond that, why are we fixated on these 2005 characters? Like, why can't we do something? Why can't we do something different?
Because they were the biggest ones. David Tennant was the most popular.
Do you know the best? Jodie, do you know when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the second best time? Now. You're the one that decides who's going to be the beloved character. Like, there's plenty of beloved characters that
yes, but that was probably David Tennant era was probably peak Doctor Who.
I don't think he was the best Doctor.
Matt Damon.
I said it. Matt Damon was the best Doctor.
Matt Smith
was the best Doctor.
He was good.
And I also argue as well, Peter Capaldi would have been a great Doctor had the writing been slightly better, also had he been in it for longer. I think
he was only there for 2, wasn't he?
They kept doing that thing where it was like, oh, we'll do one season, then we'll wait a year, and then we'll do another season, and it's like, but Peter Capaldi's getting old. He's not a young man, and he just didn't want to do it forever.
He was the same age as William Hartnell was, wasn't he? When a
bit more sprightly than William Hartnell, though.
Definitely,
a bit fitter. But yeah, I mean, Matt Smith is my favourite Doctor. There you go.
He's good. He's a good actor.
I think he's better than David Tennant.
He's a good baddie,
I like David Tennant. He's the terrible baddie. David Tennant's a better baddie.
David Tennant's a great actor, I think. I think he's a really good actor.
He's fantastic. But he's not my favourite Doctor. Sorry, David.
Sorry, David.
I remember when he regenerated into Matt Smith, And Sam was like, I'm done with this program. This is the worst show ever. And I said, give the guy a chance. You don't know what he's like.
First time I've been right in my life. Thanks, Andrew.
His name's not even Tennant, it's McDonald. Anyway.
Yeah. Paisley.
Exactly, yeah. And we watched the first episode that he was in, and Sam went, it's okay, we'll keep watching it.
Yeah,
and it's her favourite Doctor.
It was, but let's not go on about it, but David Tennant had a good run.
I know he did. He had some great stories as well. And kind of good emotional beats, especially when he became the oh god, what was it? It wasn't the Vengeful Doctor, it was something else. But it was the one where he basically sort of thought himself.
Andrew brings up a great point. Remember John Hurt played the Doctor Who? Remember there was a special?
Aye. Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah.
Would have been pretty cool. Yeah.
What, no love for Paul McGann?
Well, that was a one-off, wasn't it, as a movie? And then obviously, what do you call him?
Universal.
Christopher Eccleston as well. He was good, but
he was done. He had a massive falling out with Russell T Davies.
He did, yeah. Mm-hmm. He speaks about it actually on the internet. On a Comic-Con or something.
Yeah,
talks about it.
Yeah. He says what would some fan asked what would be the impetus to get you back into Doctor Who, and he said fire Russell T Davies, fire Phil Coulson, fire Julie Gardner, and I'll think about coming back.
He worked with Russell T Davies before that as well.
Because he was the Christ episode, the Christ miniseries that he did.
Second Coming. I think it was called. That was a great show. Russell T Davies is a great writer. I don't think you can blame him for that. I think Disney have got involved and something's happened. I don't know.
Watch the finale. Watch the finale. That's not Disney.
Maybe
that's not interference from Disney. No, the only thing that Disney gave was wrote checks. I think. I don't think they did any notes. And even if they did have notes, you get down to the minutiae of the lines. It's not good.
Okay.
It's just all nonsensical stuff. What else happened this week? That's pretty much it, actually. I think we're free to talk about what we watched.
We're free?
Let's do it. I'm free. Are you free?
I'm free. I love these, really relevant references that we do.
That's fantastic.
Right, yeah. we're so
on the ball. 50 year references.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you being served?
Yep.
Mrs. Slocum?
No. Enough.
Mrs. Slocum's cat?
Silencio.
Anyone?
So what have you been watching? You've written it down again.
I actually haven't. I forgot.
Oh,
but I've got my references here. If my internet works.
Okay.
My Tudum. Did you watch? I don't know if I spoke about this, but did you watch that thing? It was about the gold hunt. Somebody's gold. It was a 3-part documentary.
Fools. Montezuma's.
No.
US.
No, it's not there. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it, but that was a good show. I don't think I mentioned it before. I can't remember the name of it, so what's the point in me mentioning it now? I don't know. I'm going to carry on. Am I still talking? Yes. Anyway, so we are watching The Madness. I'd never heard of this before. 2024. The Madness. It's got Coleman Domingo in it, who you will recognise. He's actually really good. He's a gay gentleman, and he normally plays kind of quite flamboyant. The last thing I saw him in was that Four Seasons, but he's playing a straight character in this. He's a sort of TV show news anchor. I said anchor, by the way. And he goes to his weekend cabin, and his neighbour He meets his
Euphoria.
neighbour, says hello, and then his power goes out in his cabin, goes to his neighbour to see how he is. His neighbour's chopped up into bits, and there's these two guys that chase him through the woods. And he's like, what the heck? So, yeah, really good start. It was out in 2024. Never heard of it. He seems to be on the up and up, this Domingo guy. I've seen him in a few things now, and he's really good. I like him. So we're pretty keen on that.
Nice.
I've been watching that Kings of Toledo. Did you watch that?
Holy Toledo!
It's like a Southern crime saga. It's a 3-part thing. It's about these Elvis impersonators, and they're two brothers, and one of the brothers discovers this kind of organ selling organ thing. So he's like some conspiracy. He gets really down into this deep rabbit hole with it. Everybody's thinking he's losing his mind, and the government are like going right on him, kind of thing. It's quite mental.
Okay.
I don't think it needs to be 3 parts, though, to be honest with
you. Oh, really? Okay.
It's one of those ones. I mean, 3 parts doesn't seem that long either, but I think it could have been just a movie, you know?
Dear. Okay.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's great, but it's quite good. Comic strips on Netflix just now.
Is it?
Yeah, I watched Bad News.
Oh, I love Bad News.
It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
I love it where it's Pete turns up and he says, here he is. It always takes him half an hour to set up the drum kit. He goes, it's going to take even longer. I forgot the kit.
Well, there's more Bad News as well. Remember the second one as well? I like the bit he slides in dog shit outside his house. Do you remember? Funny.
I remember Imogen. He's written this song,
Imagine.
a love song called Imogen. Rick Mail is brilliant in that as well.
That's Netflix. We have also Clarkson Farm.
Clarkson's Farm, yep. We're watching
that. A couple of episodes. Brilliant. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. So more of the same. Great. Yeah. Love it. I'm right up to date with it. And then we finished
to watch.
We finished Mobland there as well.
You haven't finished it. There's another episode tonight.
What do you mean?
Well, according to
Mobland.
According to my internet, Apple TV, there's a brand new episode. Episode 10 of Mobland is out tonight.
It's on Paramount.
I get a notification through Apple TV.
You're joking. It's not finished.
No, there's an episode tonight.
My God, that's like another Christmas present to me. Fantastic.
It's so good, isn't it?
Oh, fantastic. Oh my God. By the way,
I thought last week's was a great cliffhanger for the end of the season.
That was it.
And I was like, that's a brilliant episode. That's a brilliant episode to end on it. Nope, there's one tonight.
Well, listen. It's the best TV show on right now, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I may have another contender.
It's absolutely fantastic. And Last of Us finished as well.
I did, Yeah. Which was a good finale, actually.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of folk are hating on it because of the Pedro Pascal Joel factor, but Danny does not like it. He played the game.
Did it deviate too far?
Well, he had the emotional impact with the game, so he's had that thing already. So he's one of the ones that are out.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we liked it though. Me and Evelyn liked it. So
I'll be tuning next week, next year, whenever they decide
next
to make another one. 2 years time.
Well, they will. They basically split the game of part 2 into another 2 seasons.
Oh, have they? All right,
so they've done the same thing Netflix have done with Stranger Things and Squid Game.
Right. Rude. Cool.
I think that. And we watched Bronson as well.
Oh, I love Bronson. The Tom Hardy one, yeah.
He's absolutely brilliant.
He's so good. He became pals with him as well.
Good. So good.
Charles Bronson.
I don't know if he became pals with him, but he met up with him quite a few times just to get a feel for him. But it's just brilliant. Yeah. It's a great film.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So good.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It's the other thing as well, it's only like an hour and a half long.
An hour and a half. That's it. Yep.
90 minutes.
That's it.
97 tops.
It's a sweet spot, guys.
Tops.
Sweet spot.
It is. It's all you need.
Yep.
It's all you need. 90 minutes. I've got a contender for a great show. Department Q, which is on Netflix.
Oh, I've seen this advertised actually. Mm-hmm.
It's about this cop. I'll spoil the first 2 minutes of it. He gets shot in the face. Well, you get shot in the neck actually.
That's quite
it stings a bit. But it's based in Edinburgh.
Oh.
And there's a lot of Edinburgh places that he visits during the course of investigation. But essentially, it's a mystery whodunit thing. Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to go too much into it because it's really well done. And like I know I'm being obtuse about it, but it's really well. The mystery unfolds in a great way. So he's got a sidekick who is an IT expert, but he's actually a Syrian refugee who may or may not have been on one side or the other, but we're not entirely sure what side he was on. But he was an ex-policeman in Syria, but we don't know what side he was on. And then there's a sort of young and up-and-coming detective constable, and she's quite kind of peppy and kind of wants to like do more cases so that she can become DCI at some point, or DI at some point. Anyway, so there's a whole story about having to find somebody. I don't want to spoil it because the reveal is great. Anyway, it's brilliant. It's
have you watched it all?
It's not what you think it is. No, we haven't watched it all yet. But we've been watching we watched the first night. We watched like the first 3 episodes. It's bingeable. It really is bingeable. But it's on Netflix.
All right, okay. We'll do it.
But it's Scottish. Naveed's in it. Naveed's in it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Naveed. He plays a guy called Martin who plays the main cop's roommate.
I've met him.
And Tam's in it as well. He plays the chief inspector.
All right, cool. Good.
So there's a lot of familiar Scottish faces in there as well. Oh, in fact, her from the TVA is in it as well. Katie, Scottish actress. You'd recognise her. She's been in hundreds of things.
I'll tell you what's more surprising than that, though. Seeing Greg Hemphill in Deadpool Wolverine.
That was a bit weird. Yeah, that was a kind of whoa.
Aye. What?
Yeah, that was good. The Righteous Gemstones blasted season 4 because there was a countdown. There was a pressure of countdown.
Oh, so there was. So, he told us that, yeah.
Yeah, there was I think there was 2 days left or something to watch the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. I thought the ending was very satisfying. But that's it. It's gone.
4 episodes. 4 seasons and done.
Yeah, 4 seasons and done now. It's so enjoyable. So I'm going to go and I started watching.
Andrew, I agree. That's one that we're working our way through as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it. Well, you've blasted through the whole lot just now.
I finished it. Yeah.
Well, you've not finished it because I think there's more to come, is there?
There's one more season.
One more season.
I think there's one more season they're doing.
We're season,
which is the season Andrew's talking about.
All right, okay. We're on season 3. So
I think there's 5 seasons, and I think they're done at the end of that. I think they're done at the end of 5, season 5. Yeah.
Is there only 4 just now?
I think there's only 4 seasons.
All right, we're season 3 just now. So yeah, we're working way through that. It's really good. Really enjoy it.
Oh no, wait, no, is there? Whatever the new season is, it's the last season.
I thought there was 5.
Okay, season 4. Season 4 is the last season then, I think, right, okay. Which is the next one. So this one is they get released late last year.
Right. Yeah, no, it's really good, really enjoyable.
Who else? Murderbot as well.
Yep.
We've been working our way through that. It's funny. The episodes are really short though. They're like 20 minutes long. They're not long at all. Yeah. There's like 5 minutes. 5 minutes of a recap, and then 5 minutes of credits in it. It's weird.
I don't know. I didn't. I think the trailers made it look better than what it is.
Mm.
You know, I saw the first 2 episodes. I managed to see them, but I
like it. There's a Galaxy Quest feel about it, and I like that. And there's a mystery as well. There's a mystery. You got to keep watching when they. So have you got to the point where they try and make contact with the people on the other side of the planet?
No.
Keep watching.
Okay.
There's a mystery to be solved.
I know what you're saying about a Galaxy Quest vibe, but it's probably right because I got a kind of Star Trek vibe. But when you said Galaxy Quest, I was like, yeah,
it's more Galaxy Quest than that. Yeah.
Like it. Yeah.
It's Galaxy Quest meets Raised by Wolves.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I love Raised by Wolves.
Well,
that's one of my
that's gone. That ended.
Honestly, that was one of my favourites.
Aye, that was a great show.
I love the weirdness of that show, especially the second season. It got really weird.
Yeah, Mother and Father, they were so good. And that guy, the Charlie Hunnam looking guy, he's not Charlie Hunnam, but he's the guy. I mean,
Vikings did.
The Vikings did. Yeah, the Australian did. He's really good.
Is Australian?
I think he is. Yeah.
I thought he was Scandinavian, but
no, he's Australian. I watched Fountain of Youth, Guy Ritchie's Fountain of Youth with John Krasinski and Eliza Gonzalez and
the very busy Guy Ritchie.
Natalie Portman. Maybe he's too busy.
I feel the worst. See, for every high Guy Ritchie has, he's got a very, very low.
Mobland.
It's a very
Fountain of Youth.
It's a shame.
I can see what he was trying to do. I can see you're working. But I mean, you could mention The Mummy. You could also mention. The Mummy's a great movie.
That's okay.
It's a great movie.
I would go.
No, not Tom Cruise's The Mummy. I'm talking.
I know what you're talking. Brendan Rodgers. I nearly said there.
Aye, Brenda.
He's a Celtic manager.
Brenda Greiser. What's his name? Brendan Fraser. That's the one.
Fraser.
Great movie. You could also mention National Treasure.
Yeah.
But for every National Treasure, there's a National Treasure 2, and it's not as good as the first one. Imagine if they'd made a National Treasure 7.
Right, okay. The clone of the clone of the clone of the clone.
The clone of the clone of the clone of the clone of the clone. Aye, yeah. It's a bit more,
Aye.
Not as good. It's got weird things that, like, I'll give you an example that's a weird thing. So Natalie Portman's character, she plays the curator of some museum in London. Doesn't matter what it is. London Museum, we'll call it. And she talks to everyone normally. We're talking just now. And every time the Interpol guy comes in and she talks to him, she says, "Oh, it is all perfectly wonderful to converse with you these days." And just does this weird, like, tries to, like, be clever. And I don't know, like, it's not explained. Like, I don't know if because she, like, panics in the sign of authority or something, or, like, it's not explained. There's no explanation as to why she talks like that. Yeah, it's just a weird inconsistency. And it's every single time she talks to this guy. Right. Like, the perspicaz, the hubris of the man, like that kind of stuff. Just that kind of
fancy talk.
Aye, fancy talk. Fancy talk.
Best Ritchie film, Ministry. Whoa.
I don't know if it's the best one. I mean, Snatch is up there.
I don't know if that's his best one, but it's a very good one, though.
It is a good one.
Of recent times.
Yeah. Well, Eliza Gonzalez is in this one as well, and she's in a train. I was like, whoa, that's kind of took me out of it a bit. Because there's a kind of bit with a train, like it's just a hop. Like, there was no need for the Interpol guy. No need for his character. None at all. He served no purpose to the story whatsoever.
We get the Daleks have arrived.
We are the Daleks.
Don't exterminate us.
The Daleks.
They've arrived. Just need the Cybermen, and that's us.
That's us, yeah. We've
us.
had it.
Full deck. Yeah,
brilliant. Anyway, I can't recommend Fountain of Youth. It's not
that's
a
a
good
shame.
movie.
That's a pity.
Yeah,
that's a pity.
I can go into it more, but we're 1:15 just now, so I'm not going to.
If you don't like it, don't.
I now that the Daleks have here, that's our signal to leave in case we get exterminated. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you wouldn't mind, just smash the like button and share the Cybermen.
This guy's serious.
No prisoners.
Enemies of the Daleks. We're definitely out.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
We should maybe invoke Article 3 of the Shadow Proclamation.
Oh, steady on, Tiger.
And if you want to get timely reminders when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will work its algorithms and let you know when we put something new up, which is currently 8 p.m. on Sundays. And we also do a watch along for Andor, which is episode, thanks, Alistair.
Cheers, Alistair.
7, I think we're on next. 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
Which is the Gorman Massacre.
So it's, heavy
stuff, yeah. So we will see you all on Thursday if you want to join us then, or next Sunday. Usual time for the podcast.
Thanks everybody for joining in, by the way. That was a very good laugh. Appreciate it. Great comments.
It was great. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Cheers.